Harley Quinn is the definition of a wild card, completely unpredictable, acting on impulse and always finding a way to turn chaos into spectacle. In this scene, she decides in a drunken moment of reckless inspiration to blow up Ace Chemicals, the place where she and the Joker's story began. There's no careful planning, no hesitation, just Harley, a stolen semi-truck, and an explosive farewell to her past. This moment captures everything that makes a wild card compelling. They don't follow logic or strategy, they follow their instincts no matter how extreme or absurd. Harley doesn't need a plan, she just makes things happen. And while wild cards are often dismissed as chaotic, their resourcefulness and adaptability allow them to pull off the impossible. Harley doesn't just destroy a building, she makes a statement, turning her heartbreak into a fiery theatrical rebirth. And that's what makes the wildcard archetypes so exciting to watch. They don't just break the rules, they rewrite them. And then we have the Professor archetype, which is probably the antithesis of the wildcard because they are defined by intellect, logic, and an unshakable commitment to reason. They see the world through a problem-solving lens, approaching situations with precision and analysis rather than their emotions. Davos Seaworth in Game of Thrones embodies this through his sharp insights and practical wisdom, often acting as the voice of reason amidst chaos. Chidi Anagonye from The Good Place is perhaps the most literal representation of the Professor, so burdened by his need for logic and moral philosophy that he can barely make a decision. Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory also fits this archetype perfectly. His intelligence is unmatched, but his strict adherence to logic, his inability to grasp social cues, and frequent lack of empathy create endless friction with those around him. Temperance Brennan from Bones similarly struggles with the social interactions, often coming across as emotionally detached despite her deep care for her work and her colleagues. Vision in Avengers Infinity War is another powerful example, viewing the world through rationality and strategy even in moments of personal sacrifice. But if there's one character that defines the Professor, it's Spock from Star Trek. His unwavering logic guides every decision, yet his half-human nature creates moments of internal conflict. He is brilliant, methodical, and utterly literal, yet his struggle between logic and emotion makes him one of the most compelling examples of this archetype. Let's take a look at Spock in action.